the VW, which is the Volkswagen, also known as the People's Car. In 1931, Ferdinand incorporated his own company under his own name, Porsche, releasing the first model in 1938, known as the Porsche 64. The first sports car was actually built by Ferdinand Porsche's son, Ferry Porsche, in 1948, also known as the 356. Fast forward 71 years later, we have the 2019 Porche Carrera GT. The headrest in true Porsche form, but once again, this is a GT. Pretty good sound system. I see a Bose sound system. Porsche is always partnering with Bose for the sound system. Look in the rear, also has a speaker in the rear. It seats 4 passengers, so you're not just riding by yourself. You can actually use this as a family car. I don't know if you can get golf clubs in the trunk here, but it's certainly enough room for something, even if it's not golf clubs. Certainly enough room for something in the trunk. Ain't nothing. All right, guys. Here we have the interior. I mean, just at first glance, you can see why this car is worth what it is. Just a few things about it. It's a 6-way driver's seat, 6-way passenger seat, fixed rear window, sport Alcantara simulated suede steering wheel. Of course, there's a cup holder. That way that you can still have your drinks and things. There goes a port for your phone. There's remote releases from your cargo access, home link, garage, transmitter, which is going to be up here at the top. Cruise control, of course, dual zone front automatic air conditioning. Illuminated locking glove box. I mean, looking at the interior trim, this is full Alcantara simulated suede headliner. As you can see, the headliner here is Alcantara, so that's simulated suede. It's not all the way suede, but that means that it can get wet without being destroyed. Of course, you have a driver footrest. The interior trim, you have aluminum instrument panel. You have aluminum door panel inserts. You have Alcantara suede trim door inserts also. As you can see, the faux stitching on the door matches. This burgundy, the red burgundy-ish color, I think is just awesome. It really kind of sets off the car to me. That's a feature that I like, honestly. You see, you have your trunk release here. You have your hood release here, real easy to access. Automated trunk release and hood release. Let's go ahead and take a look at the as you can see, this is the trunk in true Boxster form. I believe when you come and get these, they have the match to match. You can take a look. The match are also red and black or burgundy and black. Release the trunk, which should hold what I would believe to be your engine. So this being the engine, you have twin turbocharged 3.0 Boxer 6-cylinder engine, auto stop and start feature, transmission with oil cooler, rear wheel drive, engine oil cooler, 3.09 axle ratio, 80 amp maintenance free rundown protection on your battery, which you've seen in the front, and 175 amp alternator. You get gas pressured shock absorbers, front and rear anti-roll bars, electric power assist steering. There's a 16.9 gallon fuel tank on this thing, so that means that you're getting you're getting good gas mileage. Dual stainless steel exhaust, which you've seen on the tailpipe. Multi-link rear suspension with coil springs, strut front suspension with coil springs, and a 4-wheel disc brake with anti-lock brakes, front and rear wheel, vented disc, brake assist, hill hold control, and electric parking brake. Just a few safety features about this. You're gonna have side impact bag. Let's close the trunk. You're gonna have side impact bags, dual stage driver and passenger seat mounted airbags, park assist front and rear parking sensors, which are gonna be in the back, front and rear parking sensors. Help you park. Curtain first row airbags, airbag occupancy sensor, which just gives you the flashing notification if someone's sitting in the passenger seat. Outboard front lap and shoulder safety belts, and it also has airbags for your knees. Driver and passenger side knee airbags. Look at the design. The carbon fiber going along the side of the door. The carbon fiber matches going along inside of the interior. You have carbon fiber going down your center console and your gear shift. Carbon fiber on the handle. Faux stitching even on the panel on the inside. And all of the stitching matches. Get a little bit more about the exterior. Right here in the front, the tires are a bit smaller than in the back. The front tires are size 245 35 ZR20. Front tires are 305 30 ZR20. So the back tires are going to be a bit wider than the front tires to give you a little bit more control on your drive. You have clear coat paint. Wheels, of course, have wheel locks. Standard Porche symbol, as you can take a look at these rear fog lights. Are something I haven't seen before on the vehicle, but it's a good feature. LED lights, good feature. Light tinted glass, fixed rear window with defroster, rain detectable variable, intermittent wipers with heated jets, galvanized steel aluminum panels. Brake lights are LED. Fully automated project beam, high intensity, low high beam, daytime running, auto leveling, directionally adaptive headlamps with washer and delay off. So that's great. Four different ones have different packages. This is a sports package. The sports package is starting at $142,410. Now we're sitting inside the GT Porche Carrera 911. Just sitting inside of it. So let me close the door. Just get a feel of the inside. Sitting inside of it. The seats hug you. It hugs your frame. It feels really comfortable. The seats are power seats. Power up and down. So I can lift up, I can lift down, I can go backwards, I can move forward. The steering wheel. This is how your GT looks as it's started up and ready to go. Right now it's letting me know that my front hood is open. I still left it open from when I popped it earlier. This is the center console. This is the your media screen. As you can see, media, jukebox. You got your navigation, you got your map, source, phone, radio tuner, I mean. You can even, I don't know if this is for, I doubt that's for a cassette, but not really too sure what that's for. I'll figure that out. You have your temperature controls here. You have your heated seats. Heated and cooled seats, heated and cooled seats. You can also switch it into manual mode. Right now it's in regular mode, but it can be switched into manual. Your hazards. This button is an exhaust button, so if I press this, it actually, you know, it makes your exhaust sound a little bit more cool. Give you a little bit more of a Porsche feel. Let's see how that sounds. I mean, in true GT form, you instantly hear fuel getting injected into that engine. You instantly hear the engine start, and I mean, it's a twin turbo, 3.0, 450 horsepower. Just listen to the engine. Do you hear the dual exhaust? Now, if that isn't a true sports car, I don't know what is. You just hear the exhaust, ready. And that's from this button here. Started up, and that's the dual exhaust. Tilt the steering wheel. Like I mentioned before, the top is suede, and the exact name of it is Alcantara suede, and it's Alcantara simulated suede. So it's like suede, but it's not suede. It's a little bit better than suede because I mentioned it before. If it gets wet or anything like that, then it doesn't work the way that suede does. So that's also a plus in my book. I mean, you just have a lot of comfortability. A lot of stability you can tell is put inside this vehicle. It has a front and a rear roll bar. So this is a driver's car. This car isn't for cruising on long trips, and you have the family and you guys are cruising and singing along, and you know, you have a movie playing with the kids in the back throwing popcorn. It's not for that. Now, it is a family vehicle because you can fit people in the back. It is you know, seated for 4 individuals, but this is a driver's car. Just looking at the inside of this and looking at the steering wheel, while I'm looking at the steering wheel just looks as if this is a race car. You have your upshift and downshift right here at the steering wheel. That way you don't have to you know, mess around with your gear shift in the middle. That kind of gives you more control when it comes to driving, especially if you're driving at a high speed. The steering wheel is also leather actually. It's a leather steering wheel. The carbon fiber design just going all the way around this vehicle is really, it's really cool, man. It's something that I like. It's a feature that I like. The display, this is a 9-inch screen, if I'm not mistaken. I'll get clarity for that in a minute. I'm waiting for the gentleman to come in with the key so I can just start it up, see how it sounds. Air conditioning, airflow, it's right here in the front. They even have cup holders for you. So don't think that they have forgotten about you. I mean, you can definitely still take a drink if you need to. I'm wanting to see how to pull the cup holder out here. I don't want to damage anything. So we'll see here if I have someone to just give me a little bit of assistance on some things that I can get some clarity on that I may not know how to work, or may not want to find out how it works without actually damaging the vehicle. But just take a clear look at this. I mean, driving this anywhere, you know, you're driving a $150,000 car almost, so what can I say? But this is what it's about. This is what cars, and this is what a vehicle is about. This is a vehicle that's a driver's car. It has 450 horsepower. This is not a this is not a car to drive just for leisure, or no, this is a driver's car. Shout out to South Bay Porche letting me do this video out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, paint the picture perfect, twice as rich as surgeons. Hurry up and leave the block if you ain't make a purchase. It's a long story, I've been busy working. Dropped 10 tapes and I ain't nicked the surface. I like to think I gave the hood a different purpose. I ain't never seen these type of niggas disencouraged.